welcome inside another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. My name is Zach Marks. Pleased to be bringing you this one from the Randy Rosen rink here in Sherwood Park, Alberta. Where just behind me, the Crusaders are getting their morning skate underway as they get set to host the Fort McMurray Oil Barons later tonight. Now, last time out, it was a 5-4 shootout loss to the Canmore Eagles for Sherwood Park, their second loss in this three-game homestand, both of those coming in the shootout. The win also came in the skills competition, as so far 3 games in, all of them have ended in the shootout. Sherwood Park picking up the 7-6 win last Friday, dropping 5-4 decisions to Lloydminster and now Canmore here on this homestand. They'll close it out tonight against the Oil Barons, who themselves are coming in having lost in a shootout last night in Lloydminster, 2-1 the final in that one, as Fort McMurray currently 9 points back of the Crusaders for 4th place in the North Division, as the Crusaders will look for a big step forward towards clinching home ice advantage in the first round of this year's playoffs with a win here tonight. Sherwood Park comes in with a record of 28-17-3-3. As mentioned, 4th place, trying to track down the Bonneville Pontiacs for a potential 3rd place spot. Currently 5 points back of the Pontiacs with 2 games in hand, one of them coming tonight against Fort McMurray. Meanwhile, their opponents tonight, the Fort McMurray Oil Barons, come in with a record of 23-21-4-3 as they look to close the gap between themselves and the Crusaders for 4th place in the North Division in what could be a crucial 4-point game in the North Division playoff standings. Now leading the way for Sherwood Park during this homestand has been the special teams, particularly the power play. 7 for 20 through 3 games here at the Randy Rosen rink, currently running at 35% to go along with an 84.6% penalty kill rate. 11 for 13 so far in 3 games. They'll close it out here tonight as they look to continue their climb into the top 5 in both power play and penalty kill. Their penalty kill has been stellar all season. The power play definitely starting to climb up the rankings, currently in 6th place in the North Division. Now let's head to the pregame interview with head coach Evan McFeeters on how he felt his team performed on Sunday and what's given his special teams so much success here at home this season. Joined now on the Crusaders pregame show by head coach Evan McFeeters. Evan, a 5-4 shootout loss to the Canmore Eagles on Sunday afternoon. Walk me through your team's performance in that one.
Poor third period. We had a 2-goal lead going into the third. Took our foot off the gas completely, allowed the team to battle back through some uncharacteristic mental lapse by our hockey club. It wasn't just a couple mental lapses. We went out there as a sleepy team in the third period and thought we'd be able to walk our way to victory there, and that wasn't the case. So it was a good slap in the face for our guys there, and making sure that doesn't ever happen again. We're in the home stretch of the season, and that's an unacceptable performance in the third period. But as a whole, you look back on the whole week, we got 4 out of 6 points, and it certainly could have been 6 out of 6 if we didn't make life difficult on ourselves. We had leads in all 3 games, and at this point of the year, we need to get better at closing out games.
Looking at your opponents tonight, I'm sure I don't have to tell you how important this matchup is with the Fort McMurray Oil Barons. What's the message in the room right now?
Are you alluding to the playoff matchup?
Playoff matchup, standing matchup.
Yeah, I don't think we get too far. Like Lloydminster can pop up the standings there. We can pop up the standings. We don't know who we're going to play. It's another divisional opponent. We played these guys about a month ago up in their building, back-to-back games, and they're a bit of a war up there, and we're expecting the same tonight. And there's no love lost between the two groups, what they established up there. And our group's going to be hungry and excited to go after them in our building.
You mentioned the last 2 games. You won both in Fort McMurray. You've won 3 out of 4 against the Oil Barons this season. What's allowed your group to have so much success against them?
Sticking to our plan all the way through and putting good 60-minute performances. We played well against this team throughout the season, and our power play has been good against them. Our PKs seem to have some good success against them. Our plans worked, but again, there's going to be adjustments made from their coaching staff. We watched them play last night. Hard-fought battle with Lloyd last night. I know that was a tight game, and all the games are going to be tight here. So I think for us, we got a plan in place. Now we got to execute it for the entire period, and if we get up, we can't allow a team to claw back, and if we get down, we got to make sure that our resiliency shows through. But I think for us tonight, it's 60 minutes, and it's cliche, as a lot of coaches talk about, and you try to avoid the cliches. But our groups, where we get in trouble, we're beating ourselves at this point of the year, and at this juncture of the season, we got to be able to close out hockey games.
Special teams has been a big part of this home stand. 7 for 20 so far. What's allowed that group to have so much success?
Yeah, our power play has been clicking real well since the Christmas break, since we've been healthy, and we've had plans in place, and the guys are executing it here. And on the back side or the other side of the puck, when we're down a man, we've had good plans in place, great pre-scouts, and we take away the other team's initial threats. But it starts with our goaltending, and those guys do a real good job of not giving up second opportunities. But tonight, 5-on-5, the games are going to be called a little bit differently. We already know the game's called a little bit different in the North compared to the South. They don't call stick infractions up here. And as we get tighter to the playoffs, it's just human nature that the whistles somewhat go away. So we can't rely on power play. We need to score 5-on-5.
All right, thanks for this, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, Zach.
And that'll do it for another episode of the Sherwood Park Crusaders pregame show. Puck drop is 7 p.m. right here at the Randy Rosen Rink. You can grab your tickets at tickets.sherwoodparkcrusaders.ca, as tonight is our final Wednesday night beer sale of the season. $4 crew brews available at the Crusaders bar throughout tonight's hockey game. As if you can't make it out, I will have the call for you on Hockey TV. For all of us in the Crusaders organization, we appreciate you tuning in, and we will see you at Puck Drop.